They're trying to re-cancel Kanye. Kanye has postponed a France gig following his recent ban from the UK. He was set to headline Wireless. And after the government of the UK basically said they were going to reconsider issuing the visa, which he had supposedly just got approved for. And yes, I think this is one of them countries that you guys don't even think about visa when you're going to UK, but it's like almost like an automated process where it's like an e-visa damn near. And usually it's granted immediately, but in some cases, I think, I forgot, I think it's called the Home Office. There's a actual department that governs that. They have rescinded Kanye's visa. So if Kanye can't go to UK to do Wireless, and because of that, Wireless canceled. So Wireless said, all right, fuck it. Like our whole thing was based around, if he can't come here, fuck it. We're not going to do the festival this year. I'll give you a little bit more details on that here. Actually, you guys get the drill. So that happened, and it appears that Kanye had some more international concerts coming up, especially one that was supposed to be in France. Now, following what happened in the UK, Kanye has made the difficult decision to postpone his concert in Marseille. And that is in France. And they're saying the reason why he did that is because it was going to be canceled most likely because officials there, and we're talking about government officials, they're saying that Ye isn't welcomed because of his comments that were anti-Semitic in the past. Keep in mind, I don't know if you guys know the history of like some of these countries. When we go back to the World War of fighting the quote unquote Nazis, a lot of these European countries, they were way more heavily invested in fighting against Germany. And they, obviously Kanye is black. We love him in hip hop. I think the United States aren't a monolith in terms of how they think. But these countries in Europe specifically, they have in their history books is going to say how many people died and how their country got shaped by going back and forth and fighting, Germany. So they're not too fond of anybody who is trying to, especially have a big name. They feel like you're spreading rhetoric that is kind of maybe destigmatizing or trying to clean the image of, people like Adolf Hitler, or even downplay the idea of what the Holocaust was. So the UK wasn't with it, and apparently France, their officials were saying, "Nah, we ain't with it, nigga. We kind of good off you." And Ye made the decision to say, "I'm not gonna do it." So Ye has postponed a concert in France that was scheduled for this summer after officials in the city, or in the country, said he wasn't welcome and threatened to ban him. Okay, the United Kingdom last week refused him entry, and he posted on X Tuesday night. He says, "After much thought and consideration, it's my sole decision to postpone my show in Marseille, France, until further notice." Saying a subsequent post on X, and by the way, I think we could just go to his X at this point. Or actually, here we go. I think it's still at Kanye West. So he said, after much thought and consideration, it's my sole decision to postpone my show in Marseille, France, until further notice. He then says, listen, I know it takes time to understand the sincerity of my commitment to make amends. I take full responsibility for what's mine, but I don't want to put my fans in the middle of it. My fans are everything to me. I'm looking forward to the next show, and I want to see you at the top of the globe. Interesting. Now, I love Kanye's music. I always say, like, I listen to Imperfect People. I, could separate some of the opinions from the musician, not expecting everybody to think like me. I think Ye is kind of realizing that not everybody's black folks, or not everybody's, fans of his music, that will eagerly and quickly be amazed by the fact that he made, what was it, some wild amount of number, like $30 million in 2 nights at SoFi because he's Kanye and he has some of the best music and we think he could never lose in the verses. Now, some people, their only lasting memory of him is him making comments that they find anti-Semitic, and they're not ready to forgive him yet. Now, will they ever forgive him? I don't know. It's kind of interesting how he went to go do the whole thing in he went to go do the whole SoFi thing, because it's kind of unclear. Like, yeah, they sold tickets on Ticketmaster, but it's kind of unclear where his relationship was with Live Nation. I think Live Nation has a contract with them to, that Ticketmaster has to service the venue, no matter if they're doing a concert or not. But I don't think Live Nation kind of sanctioned that at all. Live Nation, Kanye West. Let me see. Now, a lot of people feel like this is outrage that's coming after people have kind of like starting to get over it. And it really started with wireless, right? Because people are saying, here we go. They're saying, well, all these like sponsors and stuff like that, they knew. They all knew Ye was going to be the headliner. This is not a surprise. They knew what Ye was going to do. They agreed on this. But now that everyone's getting cold feet because they saw the government call it out, right? The UK's Prime Minister made the call out. He says Kanye should have never been invited to headline wireless. We stand firmly with the Jewish community and will not stop in our fight to confront and defeat the poison of anti-Semitism. Why do they say Live Nation might face a 30 million loss after this? Oh yeah, wireless is a Live Nation thing. Okay, yeah. So he must have got back in with Live Nation, but they were trying to. Yeah, Live Nation's a little bit like. Remember when I said that? From what I heard, they were trying to stay away from Travis, but Travis made too much money for them, so they got back with Travis even after the whole Astrofest fiasco. They got back with him. He makes too much money. I think that they were down to get back with Ye because Ye would make them a lot of money, but. Now we're getting the sponsors and government speaking out, which is they're like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, right?
Just saying, but
yeah, so Ye he's trying to apologize, but I think he realized it's going to take some time. I think also, let's be fair, and I love Ye. We've seen Ye switch his mind like quicker than one of these like OnlyFans chicks could change their drawers, right? Like we've seen Ye change his mind and, kind of go a different direction. And I don't think some of these people want Ye to come with some, oh yeah, I'm sorry. And then as soon as like, you allow him to do something, he snaps again and be like, no, I'm not. Fuck y'all. You get what I'm saying? That's the entire thing I believe. But one thing that is surprising to me about Ye is that the nigga's on his best behavior. My boy Ye's on his best behavior. He is not saying nothing out of pocket. He's been putting out statements. He says he doesn't want people listening to the HH song no more. Yeah, he's distancing himself.
A day after France's interior minister said the government would seek to ban Kanye West's upcoming concert in Marseille, the rapper now known as Ye took to social media, writing on X that after much thought and consideration it was his sole decision to postpone the show until further notice. Last month, Marseille's mayor said he wouldn't let his city be a showcase for those who promote hatred and unabashed Nazism. Ye has drawn condemnation for making anti-Semitic statements and voicing admiration for Adolf Hitler. Last year, he released a song titled Heil Hitler and sold t-shirts with a swastika on his website before it was taken down.
Yeah, I think that's also part of it, right? Like the swastika shirts. Yeah, a lot of people aren't like, fond of that. Also, I do see an argument of some people saying why do black people why don't we require apologies from Ye? When he says maybe inflammatory things that could be taken towards the black community, why don't we demand an apology? Because clearly the Jewish community, they're demanding an apology, or they're demanding some type of penance, because at this point, he's done everything but kiss the wall. He's going to meet with the rabbis. He's written mad letters. He's pretty much saying, I'm fucking sorry.
In January, Ye took out a full-page advertisement in the Wall Street Journal. He denied being a Nazi or an anti-Semite and blamed his actions on his bipolar disorder, which led to paranoia and impulsive behavior. Over in the UK last week, the Wireless Music Festival set for July was cancelled after Ye was banned from entering the country.
It's Ye!
He had been due to headline all 3 days of the annual rap and hip-hop event. The latest moves from both the UK and France to restrict performances of Ye come as both countries grapple with an uptick in anti-Semitic attacks.
Okay. So, I'm going to be honest with you. While I think Ye is always calculated. That's why I tell you about Ye. Don't do as he says, because he's a 101. If you followed Ye down the path of like repeating or supporting all the things he had said, you'd realize that you'll never get another chance, while he'll still get another chance. He'll still get a chance to go on SoFi. He'll still get a chance to, make a lot of money, or someone's going to take it, because this guy prints money. That's just a fact about Ye. And with him now trying to apologize and trying to come back, we just have to be responsible and just be like, yo, Ye, we love you and everything, but yeah, you're going to see a couple doors shut on you. And that's the humbling process, right? Like, just like how you felt like, Ye told me, he was like, yo, I was trying to say the worst things possible. Right? All right, cool. You did. Now you got to be able to embrace, like, yeah, you might get a SoFi night off, cool. But now when you're trying to go to Wireless or maybe France, that might not be available now. Who knows? It might change in the future. But right now, you're going to have some people who are going to close the doors on you, and you have to expect it. You can't be thinking you're entitled to everybody now forgiving you when you want. So as much as I love you, I understand a bit. Yeah, Ye been on the straight and narrow, no outbursts, no nothing. Kanye West, let me see.
Pressure is mounting for the American.
Yeah, and also, I don't know what his status is. Kanye West SoFi Stadium. I got to figure out, what is his deal with Live Nation? Live Nation hasn't commented on anything. Let me see. Here we go.
Live Nation just lost $30 million on a man the government refused to let in. Here's the brutal reality of the biggest booking disaster since COVID. The world's largest concert promoter flew its top executives from Los Angeles to Mexico City last month. They watched Kanye West perform. They thought they saw a redemption arc. So they wrote a check. $15 million. 11 million pounds. For 3 nights at the Wireless Festival in London. But there was one tiny problem they ignored. Kanye West is banned from the United Kingdom. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood personally blocked the rapper. Her exact words: his presence would not be conducive to the public good. Within 60 minutes of that announcement, Wireless Festival evaporated. No music. No headliner. No backup plan. Here's where it gets ugly for Live Nation. Sources inside the company tell us they tried to book stadiums first. Tottenham Hotspur, West Ham. Both teams turned them down flat.
Okay, is this AI?
Absolutely flat. They tried Twickenham next. But they decided it was the wrong vibe for Kanye. So they moved to Finsbury Park, a location dangerously close to a massive Jewish community in North London. One insider told us, quote, "It was mad to put him there." They didn't listen. Now the lawsuits are brewing. Live Nation says the contract puts the visa responsibility on the artist. They want their $15 million back. But here is the punchline. Good luck getting Kanye to pay you. The man sells.
Oh, so they're saying this is going to turn into like some mess. So look like Live Nation's been working with him again. But now, because his visa gets denied, the argument becomes who's on the hook for it. This is it?
The world's largest concert promoter.
Oh my God. Interesting. I'm only seeing one company or one YouTube channel reporter. Anyway, big news coming down today, chat. And obviously, we hope Ye gets back in all his usual venues. Fortunately for him, he has a way big audience. He can perform in any country. And there's going to be some countries who are going to look the other way or want to welcome his business because it's going to probably help their GDP.